LoreWarrior Online, ENF-6M Enforcer 3. Overview. The Enforcer has long been the workhorse medium mech for the Federated Suns and, later, the Federated Commonwealth. Considered a Davion design, the Enforcer is one of the most recognised mechs in the AFFC. Its history as a Davion mech made it an obvious choice for experiments with technology newly developed by Federated Commonwealth engineers. Archon Prince Victor Steiner Davion hoped to rebuild his image by taking a military icon and improving upon it. The Enforcer 3, using the latest in military technology, has become one of the flagship mechs of the AFFC. This new design, while heralded as an improvement, has sparked some controversy over the changes, controversy the young prince doesn't need in the wake of the split with the Lyran portion of the Federated Commonwealth. Capabilities. When Independence Weaponry's technicians reverse-engineered an Innisphere version of the Deadly Clan Ultra 10 autocannon, the Public Relations Division of the AFFC saw a perfect opportunity to aid Prince Victor in rebuilding his image by including the Ultra autocannon on the newly revamped Enforcer. Putting a foreign weapon on the mech that would become the new flagship design of the AFFC was a risk, but they believed it would show that the prince was attempting to form alliances and could help his people forget the Free Worlds League invasion of the Federated Commonwealth. Convinced of the plan's validity, Prince Victor gave his okay for the design. Replacing the Mydron XL LB autocannon with the newly developed Ultra version significantly improved the mech's damage spread. The new weapon gave the Enforcer a more concentrated punch, as well as enhancing its ability to cripple mechs of its own weight class or lighter. The change did spark controversy amongst many Enforcer mech warriors, however, as these pilots had grown accustomed to fighting with the LB autocannon, which causes less damage, but whose cluster rounds give it a wider spread. The damage pattern of the Ultra autocannon, by contrast, usually resulted in longer engagements, forcing many mech warriors to change their battle tactics and strategies. Despite the concerns, though, the changes went through. Initial field testing seemed to bear out the pilot's arguments. However, when the redesigned mech was fielded by Green Warriors, the change of weapon didn't appear to affect their or the mech's performance. Deployment. Because design changes from the earlier Enforcer were minimal, the new Enforcer 3 design is rapidly finding placement in numerous units along Federated Commonwealth borders. Publicity has been heavy for the new design and its counterpart, the Jaegermech 3. Posters bearing the image of the new Enforcer along with the phrase, "upgraded for more enforcement," have become commonplace throughout the Commonwealth. Surprisingly, there has been no backlash regarding the use of a foreign-made Ultra autocannon. Okay, before we get to that, upgraded for more enforcement, that was the slogan. Fire that person immediately. That is a terrible slogan. Anyway, mass. 50-ton chassis is the Darwinian Standard Alpha. Its power plant is a Magna 250 XL, has a cruise speed of 55 and a max speed of 87. Its jump jets are McLeod Specials, jump capacity of 150 meters. Its armor is Starguard CIV Standard, with its armament being the single Blazefire Sweet Shot extended range large laser with a Mydron XL Ultra 10 autocannon and a Chiscomp 2000 extended range small laser. It's manufactured by Achenar Battle Mechs on Calon Weapon Industries. Primary factories on New Avalon for Achenar and Talon for the Calon. Its communication system is the Achenar Electronic HICS-12, and its targeting and tracking system is the Federated Hunter. What does this all translate to? Well, it's a walk of 5, a run of 8, and a jump of 5. It has 12 double heat sinks for 24 heat dissipation, and it's got an armor factor of 160, giving its head 9 armor, 24 on the CT with 7 on the rear, 19 on each side torso with 5 on the rear, 16 on the arms, and 20 on the legs. The ER large laser is located in the left arm, while the ER small is located in the left torso, despite the fact that that is a massive barrel for the left torso weapon. Its Ultra 10 is located in the right arm, with around 20 shots located in the right torso. The jump jets are spread between the left and right leg, and one in the CT. It looks shit. I'm basing this on just the original Enforcer, right? And not the not the reseen Enforcer, the original Enforcer, and then this. I preferred the original look, honestly. It's a nice dynamic shot with it jumping through the air and all the rest of it. Why the ER small laser is so friggin' massive. It's almost as big as the left arm ER large laser, at least from the perspective. It looks odd. It's one of those things again where obviously the art came in and then they went, that's a small laser, the barrel's fucking huge. But whatever. It's a mech with an XL engine. Some people get squeamish around XL engines. It's probably not the worst, though. It's got pretty decent armor across it for a 50-tonner, especially since it carries some pretty decent weapons. Personally, I think the Ultra 10 is a bit better because you can double tap that and do a potential 20 damage in a single round of firing, which is pretty good when you factor in you've also got the large laser in there and more than enough heat to be able to deal with firing both of those big weapons at the same time. It means you can do, what, like 28 damage in a single shot? That's pretty respectable for a 50-tonner. Throw in the small laser, and hell, you're doing just over 30 points of damage in a single shot. Not bad. Enemy target's only 10 points off. Having to do a much more difficult pilot skill check to stay on the feet, so it's not too bad. Alright, outside of that, yeah, I can understand the XL engine being a bit of a drawback for some people. 20 rounds of firing for the Ultra 10, it's okay if you're firing it once per turn, it's 20 rounds of combat. If you're double tapping it, it's 10, but there's always the chance of the lock-up if that happens. Yeah, not bad. It's basically just the Enforcer with some slight changes. I don't even really know why it had to be an entirely new mech. I mean, it literally just could have been an updated version of the Enforcer. I also don't know why it's called the Enforcer 3, because I don't remember there being an Enforcer 2. But there we go, it's like the Agamech 3. What happened to the second one? was that like a Robocop-style failure? Did it execute the design team or something before capping itself? Who knows? But yeah, I don't know. I'm probably in the minority about this with the Enforcer. I'm sure there's plenty of people who think it's a much better design. But you know me, old rambly rocket, don't know what he's talking about. Yeah, guy's fucking crazy. But yeah, thanks for listening. As always, that's the Enforcer 3. Have a good one, everybody, and I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.